Hi there, Taurus. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for July. Communication is going to be the real hot ticket for you this month. Really, the story of this last month when Jupiter, the planet of inspiration, moved into this sector where it's going to be for the next year. Now, Jupiter, of course, is the planet traditionally associated with luck, so your ideas and the way you express them could well be fortunate for you over the next 12 months. But also, Jupiter is about learning, it's about growth, it's about enhancing things that perhaps we already know. But one of the issues with being a Taurus, one of the most wonderful features of your nature, is that you have a real sense of permanence. The things that you treasure, you don't let go of easily. You realise that it's not a throwaway society, that it's worth nurturing and enhancing the things that you know are special. However, the downside of this is it means that you can cling on to things, ideas, outlooks, perspectives and approaches, sometimes way beyond their sell-by date, simply because change can be quite a fearful concept for you. Now, in the first week of this month, as the Sun goes face to face with Pluto, you may find that somebody tries to push you to change some elements of your life. It could be as simple as going to a different holiday destination. It may be the thought of learning new skills, trying some kind of course of higher education. On the other hand, perhaps you're the one who is eager for change, and it could be somebody close to you who wants to maintain the status quo because there's a part of them that likes this. It makes them feel safe and comfortable too. Now, whichever way this dynamic works, the exchange of ideas can be very powerful in the first week of this month. This could see some kind of clash because somebody you encounter may be just as strong-willed as you when it comes to standing up for what they believe in. Now, if you believe in something very different, then that can cause obviously some tensions. So the key here is to have this exchange of views, but not feel that the other person is demonizing you, and don't see them as a bad person just because they do have a different outlook on life. And the more open-minded you can be, the more you can gain from this particular but quite challenging aspect. Now, there is quite a good aspect between your ruler Venus and Uranus from the 5th to the 10th. And this is basically encouraging you to be open-minded about past skills and talents. It could even be some stuff you have stored away in your garage or your loft. If you have some kind of clear out, declutter and sale, you may be pleasantly surprised at the money this renders you. Now, on the 8th, significant day, Saturn, the planet of restriction, ends a 5.5-month journey in your sector of relationships. And if you have been going through the mill or feeling very pessimistic about what you can gain from your interactions with others, the pressure can lift. But also on the 8th, there is a new moon. And this new moon is in your sector of everyday communications. And you may find yourself becoming more intrigued by technology, by your relationships with people immediately around you. You could be more active in your community. It's possible that you may host some gatherings in your home. Now, of course, Mercury, the planet of communication, is twisting backwards in the first 3 weeks of this month, and it's not until the 20th until it starts to go forwards. So the potential for cross wires is quite high, I'm afraid. So it is going to be important not to jump to conclusions if somebody doesn't seem to reply to a text message or email straight away or in quite the way you expect. They may just actually have misunderstood where you were coming from. In the middle of the month, Mars moves into this go-getting part of your scope. Now, this is brilliant if you want to write or journal or publish in any way, and this can give you a great deal of drive. It's also going to join together with Jupiter. So if you are really open to those new ideas, this can give you fantastic self-confidence. And if you work in sales or with the public relations or marketing, then you can be absolutely on fire in the second half of this month with your enthusiasm. The problem is that this can also see you being perceived as being a bit of a browbeater, especially when these two go opposite Pluto in the last week of the month. It's going to be important to try to channel your enthusiasm and not get too evangelical or take it personally if other people see things differently to you. However, on the 22nd, the Sun does move. And also there is a full moon. The suggestion here is that almost immediately, for the week or so following, something that might be out of kilter between your home and work life may need finessing, rebalancing in some kind of way. But it is also an opportunity to pause a little bit, because I do feel that the energy this month is going to be frenetic, and this could see you charging around a lot. I don't think you're going to be sitting around. I do think you're going to be very active physically and also mentally. So the sun gives you the permission really to step back and have a few breathers if you need to have them. Now there's one other aspect going on this month that I think is absolutely incredible, and that's a tie-up between Jupiter and Neptune, the two rulers of Pisces, and that goes on for the last 3 weeks of this month. And that's saying to you, do be open-minded towards people who tend to be quite idealistic. You can be someone who's quite rooted in tangible things. You want to see the results. It helps you to understand things if it's hard and fast, here and now. But there may be some ideas that come your way this month that are more ethereal. Don't just dismiss them straight away. This could be very good for your spiritual and personal development if you are open to them. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.